If you only had 24 hours in Hanoi, what's the first thing that you should do? The first thing is waking up early so that you won't miss this ceremony. This is called the flag raising ceremony, held in front of the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. People line up from early morning to witness the precise marching, sing along to the national anthem, and proudly watch the flag rise at 6 a.m. It is a national ritual, a moment of remembrance, and a powerful connection between visitors and Vietnam's history and enduring spirit. In today's video, we're gonna explore some hidden gems and local food spots. Basically, we're gonna go to the head of Hanoi, which is the Ba Dinh area, and then after that, we're gonna move to the heart of Hanoi, where the Hoan Kiem Lake and the Old Quarter are located. At the end of the day, we're gonna go back to the Ba Dinh area because I have a surprise for you. So make sure you watch until the end of the video. With that being said, I highly recommend you stay near the Ba Dinh area. I included all of my favorite hotel addresses in my Vietnam Guidebook, so make sure you check out in the description box below. Before visiting the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, which opens at 7:30 a.m., you can wander around Ba Dinh Square, where the Declaration of Independence was read in 1945. The Ba Dinh area is famous for its historical and political landmarks, such as the Presidential Palace and the Vietnam National Assembly building. You can also rent a bike and head to Mai Xuân Thương Park to watch locals dancing, exercising, and enjoying their morning routines. Such a fun way to soak up the local vibe. If you feel lonely or you're sad, going to the park is the best therapy. My favorite things to do in the morning are walking to the botanical garden with its hundreds of trees to breathe in the fresh air and exploring the Phan Dinh Phung street, one of the most beautiful streets in Hanoi, where people often take photos in áo dài, the traditional Vietnamese garment. Strolling around the city and watching local activities is the best way to experience one's country's culture. So to move from point 1 to point B, you can walk. But if you want to save time since you only have 24 hours to explore Hanoi, I highly recommend getting an eSIM so that you can book a hailing service to go to your destination faster. One of the eSIM companies that I usually recommend to my friend is called Silly, who is also our sponsor for today's video. I've been using Silly for almost 2 years now, and what I love the most is that Silly provides affordable plan in over 200 destinations. Whether you travel globally or regionally, you'll have the reliable, strong internet connection to have a smooth travel experience. Plus, it's very easy to install and activate. You can just go to Settings, Cellular, and activate the new eSIM. After a few seconds, voila, you have your eSIM activated. With Silly, an eSIM can be installed once. You don't have to do it over and over again. Last but not least, having an eSIM can save you tons of money on roaming fees. And if you want to get an exclusive 15% discount, go to silly.com/pho to download the app. And don't forget to apply the code PHO, P-H-O at the checkout. You'll thank me later. At 7:30 a.m., you should line up to go to the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum. I was very impressed with the architecture that is influenced by Soviet and Vietnamese styles. The design takes inspiration from Lenin's mausoleum in Moscow, but incorporates distinct Vietnamese elements, such as the use of materials sourced from all over Vietnam to symbolize national unity. The roof features a tier design reminiscent of traditional Vietnamese temples, adding a local cultural touch to it. Okay guys, so I just finished visiting the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum and they don't allow me to film in there. But my first impression was that it was so cold, and I can describe my feeling in 4 words. Cold, sanitized, quiet and very sacred. The mausoleum is only open in the morning because it's the best time and the best temperature to preserve the body. Before visiting the Ho Chi Minh Mausoleum, the rules are very strict. Visitors must dress modestly, remain silent while walking and visiting the body, and also they would need to walk in a specific formation. If you wear sunglasses or hats, you must take them off, and also your hands should be out of pocket to show respect, and stopping, taking picture are not allowed as well. So it's quite strict. Vietnamese people are very respectful for Ho Chi Minh, so that's why it's a taboo when you say something bad about this national hero. I did mention that in my video what not to do in Vietnam, so make sure you check it out right here. You can also tour house number 54, Ho Chi Minh's first residence in Hanoi after Vietnam gained independence. It's the modest French colonial-style house with a tiny bedroom, a workroom, and a simple dining area. You'll see personal items like his old typewriter, books, and a tea set, giving you a real glimpse into his everyday life. The house reflects Ho Chi Minh's humble and frugal lifestyle, standing in striking contrast to its grandeur of his mausoleum. Walking around this area, you can discover many fascinating stories, like how Ho Chi Minh used to clap his hands to train the fish before feeding them, tree roots that resemble hundreds of Buddhas, and the legend of the Tree of Perseverance. This is a tree, and this is not a tree. It's actually a root from this branch of this tree. The method was to guide the hanging roots to the ground rather than cut them. The roots were placed inside a hollowed bamboo pole filled with soil, then buried and watered regularly. After a few years, the roots gradually grew downward and reached the ground. That's why it was named the Tree of Perseverance, to remind people a life message.
Không có việc gì khó, chỉ sợ lòng không bền, đào núi và lấp biển, quyết chí sẽ làm nên.
To learn more about Ho Chi Minh's life, you can visit the Ho Chi Minh Museum. You'll also find lots of interesting souvenirs like magnets, brocade fabric bags, and the plastic shoes that Ho Chi Minh and many Vietnamese people in the past wore, called dép cao su. They come in all sizes, from tiny ones the size of your fingers to ones as big as your body. The One Pillar Pagoda is one of Hanoi's most iconic landmarks. This historic Buddhist temple stands on a single stone pillar, and its lotus-inspired structure symbolizes purity and enlightenment, rising from the muddy waters as a representation of spiritual awakening. For generations, the pagoda has been a sacred place for prayer, especially for those seeking good health, fortune, and prosperity. Many visitors light incense and make offerings in the hope that their wishes will come true. On your way out, don't miss grabbing a cup of Vietnamese milk tea at Phe La, known for his high-quality Đà Lạt oolong tea. My favorite drink here is the khói blau with the oolong bubbles. It is so good. Or if you are a coffee lover, you can head to Phi right next to Phe La to enjoy a delicious cup of coffee. When in Vietnam, make sure to drink it the way the locals do. Okay, it's brunch time, and here are 3 Hanoian dishes that I recommend you to try. 1. Bánh giò, pyramid dumpling, which made from rice flour dough filled with savory ingredients such as minced pork, woodier mushroom, sauteed onions, and quailed eggs. The dumpling is wrapped in banana leaves so it has an earthy smell. It has soft and silky texture, one of the specialties of Hanoi. 2 is bánh cuốn, steamed rice rolls. Located at 50 Đội Cấn Street, the smell carries from a distance. The rice rolls are often topped with fried shallots, served with different Vietnamese pork sausages, fresh herbs, and nuoc chấm, a sweet and tangy fish sauce-based dipping sauce. I'm gonna talk about this dish in the next video, so don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell to be notified. When coming to Vietnam, people usually know to try the beef pho, but you're with the local today, I'm telling you, when you come to Hanoi, you definitely need to try the mixed chicken pho. It is so delicious. Phở gà trộn, or dry mixed chicken pho, consists of rice noodles, chicken, and a lot of herbs mixed with soy sauce, vinegar, and a little bit of chicken broth. When eating the mixed chicken pho, you definitely need to order extra lime leaf because with the lime leaves, bring this dish to the next level. So when I ordered chicken pho in the US, I was so confused when people use beef broth with chicken pho. It is so weird. That's why when you come to Hanoi, you definitely need to eat chicken pho because the broth is very delicate and also is sweet from the bones. Make sure you add some lime leaves too. Local tips: don't forget to try trứng chần, poached eggs, and chicken feet with their secret sauce. It might sound adventurous, but you'll be surprised at how delicious it is. To refresh your palate and dive into Hanoian culture, grab a cup of cha chanh, aka lemon iced tea. In Hanoi, there's a saying, Hanoi không vội được đâu, which means you can't rush while in the city. Another favorite phrase is cha chanh chém gió, meaning drinking iced tea and chatting. Hanoians love to nibble on sunflower seeds, catch up with friends, and take their time enjoying the simple moments in life. People watching is definitely my favorite thing to do. It's so much fun. A couple of years ago, I did a video about what to do in Hanoi in 24 hours, and the church was under construction. And now, look at this. It is so beautiful. In the afternoon, take a stroll around the Kiem Lake area to visit the famous Red Hook Bridge, Ngoc Temple, and the iconic Turtle Tower. You can also check out the Pen Tower, Tháp Bút, a stone monument inscribed with the words Tả Thanh Thiên, meaning writing on the blue sky. It symbolizes the importance of literature and education in Vietnamese culture. I love this place because it's super quiet and relaxing. Even though the outside is the center of Hanoi, it is so noisy and crowded. But in here, it's like a separate island. It is so quiet and I love and. Kiem Lake is deeply intertwined with Vietnam's history and folklore. To learn more about its story, I highly recommend watching a water puppet show, a traditional Vietnamese art form where wooden puppets perform on water, controlled by hidden puppeteers. The shows depict rural life, legends, and historical tales, accompanied by live folk music and singing, offering a unique glimpse into Vietnam's culture. Legend has it that King Lê Lợi was given a magical sword by the golden turtle god Kim Quy to defeat the invading Minh dynasty. After his victory, while boating on the lake, a golden turtle appeared and retrieved the sword, returning it to the divine realm. Since then, the lake has been called Hoan Kiem, meaning Lake of the Return Sword. Be sure to pre-order your tickets as they sell out very quickly. Another fun activity is getting your name hand-carved on a wooden stamp. This shop is located at number 6 Hàng Quạt, and the owner is known for his skill and friendly service. In just 10 minutes, you'll have a personalized souvenir to take home, and it only costs less than $5. This place look familiar to you? In the last video, I mentioned about this one was a shock jaw building, but now they rebuilt it. As a Hanoian, I was a little bit sad, but don't worry, I'm gonna take you to another interesting place. Let's go. In the late afternoon, head back to the Ba Dinh area to visit Quoc Pagoda, the oldest pagoda in Hanoi, with a story spanning over 1500 years since its 6th century founding. It is famous for its 11-story Bao Tháp stupa, stunning lotus-shaped architecture, and a serene setting that beautifully blends Buddhist history with picturesque surroundings. The Bodhi tree at Quoc Pagoda was a gift from India's former president in 1959, and it symbolizes kindness and a loving heart. So most of Vietnamese people believe in karma. When you go to pagodas, temples, or any sacred places, you usually find the illustrations for the law of karma. This is very helpful, and I love reading this short story, like Cause and Result, a life reminder. When visiting Hanoi, you shouldn't miss the sunset at Hồ Tây, the West Lake. Locals and visitors alike pause to savor this magical moment as the city quietly embraces the calm of evening. At West Lake, every sunset feels like a serene masterpiece, reminding us to slow down and appreciate the beauty around us. I'm gonna take you to one of my favorite restaurants in the West Lake area. It's called Chao Ban. So Chao in Vietnamese is hello, and Ba is friend, so it's hello friend. So now we're gonna go in there to check it out. Let's go. Located at 98 Tô Ngọc Vân Street, Chao Ban has a great ambience and great food selection. The restaurant is also on Michelin Bib Gourmet list. I highly recommend you order the lacquered pork, fresh pomelo and shrimp salad, stuffed squid with tomato sauce, oven sea bass in banana leaf with passion fruit sauce, and my favorite is the Hanoi fried rolls. And then in here they have glass noodles, wood ear mushroom, ground pork, chopped vegetables, eggs, and then they roll it up in the rice paper and then they deep fry the spring rolls. It is so good. Let me show you how crunchy it is. Come to Vietnam, I highly recommend you try this one. Because so if you eat fried spring roll in Hanoi, we call this nem rán. And if you eat this in Saigon, the south, they're gonna call it chả giò. Don't forget to order the banana cake with coconut ice cream and chocolate lava cake too. They are so delicious. So much guys for watching until this part of the video. If you like this video, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. And don't forget to turn on the bell so that you'll be notified for the next one. Comment down below when you're coming to Vietnam because I can't wait to see you in Vietnam soon. Alright, I'll see you next time. Bye!